Okay, that should be working. Is that working now? Hello. Is the sound working now? So the chapter TCB hasn't released theirs yet, but there are other versions that I have heard from reputable sources are actually pretty damn good. So we're gonna read the one I found. I'll link it in the chat. Okay. So it seems like everyone's got the chapter up. I have my sound back. We are ready. We have a super chat, Mr. Bipbop. Hello. I can't remember the last time we've seen you here. I feel like it's been a while, but maybe that's because I've also been gone for a bit of time too. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really appreciate it. I don't know if you meant to ask a question or anything, but is it your fifth? Oh, it's your fifth super on a live stream. What a celebration. And Zod, as always, thank you so much for the memberships. Welcome to those of you who are becoming a new member, who are become an executive officer of the Joy Fleet. So we've got Goodman, Nobleism, Ranger of Dragons, silently watching Blue Blah. So thank you, big dubs to Mr. Zod. Let me see if I can chat here. So I'm guessing that not everyone has read the chapter because the TCB scan hasn't released yet. Is that right? I saw online, I was scrolling through YouTube just to see whether people were reacting, and I saw Mr. Morch had already reacted an hour or two ago, and I thought, okay, that must mean the chapter is out, so I did some digging online. There is some translations out. I supposedly the one I found is the most reputable one. I guess we'll read, and then I guess I'll always, as always, I encourage everyone to read the official version once that's out as well, and then we can judge whether the quality was good or not. We've got some people over from the land of Twitch as well. So hello, Tama, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well as well. Let me, just in case people in the land of Twitch hasn't read the chapter yet, this is the link that I'm using. Okay, so I've pinned it in both YouTube and Twitch. You should be able to see it. I think that means we're ready to go. I don't know what it is. I need to... Oh, Zod, you're still around in Osaka. I'm so happy for you. I hope you're enjoying your time. First of all, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. But I hope you're having a wonderful time in Osaka. I was there earlier this year, and I have to say that I enjoyed it much more than I enjoyed Tokyo, if I'm being very honest. Might have helped that I knew some people in Osaka as well, who were originally from Osaka, now in Australia, and I met up with some friends there. But I just love the city. I love the vibe. Love the food. Went to a karaoke bar where I fell asleep, if I'm not gonna lie. I've met some One Piece fans while I was traveling in Japan, not in Osaka or Tokyo, but they recommended me to go to this One Piece themed bar. It's called Bar Laughtail. So Zod, if you're in Osaka, I would recommend you to go to it. Bar Laughtail. If you can't find it, message me and I'll give you the link, but I have to give you a disclaimer that I actually went to the wrong bar because there was another bar called Laughtail located very, very close by to where I was recommended to go, and it ended up being like a sort of one of those, like, you know, those bars where a woman drinks with you and you're just supposed to buy them drinks and they smoke with you. A bit of a, like, I don't know what those bars are called. A bit sleazy, if, if I'm being honest. So I didn't actually get to go to the real One Piece themed bar where it seems like it's actually a One Piece karaoke bar as well. And that's something that I'm like, I have to go back. I'm so upset. I'd love to go back one time. So you should check it out. So now that we are ready, yeah, a hostess bar. Yeah. I ended up going to a hostess bar, not an actual One Piece bar. And I felt really bad because I'm not a big drinker, which meant that I couldn't keep buying drinks. And, you know, I think the people there make their money based on, you know, people buying them drinks and continuously drinking with them for hours. But because I showed up, an English-speaking woman, at a hostess bar that I think is usually frequented by what I'm guessing when I arrived there were like a lot of lonely men. They all left pretty soon after I arrived, which meant that people, like the women there, weren't making a lot of money. And I felt really bad because I had to leave pretty soon as well. And then I got really sleepy and I was supposed to fly out early, which meant that I didn't get to go to the real One Piece bar that I wanted to go to. But I'm hoping you get a better experience. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, TCB scans. Okay, well, Mr. Bipop, thank you so much for coming through. Completely respect your decision to wait for the TCB scan. I've just been waiting since last night, and I've been like checking my phone every hour, every 30 minutes or so to see whether the scans are ready or not. Oh, not the scans, but the translations are ready or not. And this is about the best I can find, and I'm super excited to read. So let's go. Are we ready? Has everyone got the chapter up? Do you guys all read spoilers? Do you all already know what's gonna happen? The One Piece is the bar we found along the way. If you're certain One Piece characters, for sure. It has been painful. It's been very painful indeed. And I don't know if you guys have been following, but lately, like for the last couple of chapters or so, I've been super delayed. And I haven't been able to read on time with you all. And for once, I'm actually early. And I'm too early. I was supposed to be on time. I don't read spoilers either, so I'm really excited to read this. Going in fresh. I've been trying to stay off the internet as much as possible. So I think that means that we're all around the same page then. And we've all been eagerly waiting. Okay then. Shall we start reading? Is everyone ready? Not getting any yes, we're ready. Is everyone still getting the chapter up? Are we all making a collective decision? Need the link. So the link that I'm using is the one that's pinned on the comments right now. Okay. Okay, it seems like people are ready though. No one said that they're ready, but okay, we've got I'm ready. Alright, thank you, Mr. Nobelism. One of our latest to join the executive joy fleet, thanks to .tv. So that means we are ready. Let me get the chapter back up. Alright. Okay then. Reading chapter 1131 of One Piece, titled Loki of the Underworld. Volume 18 of the Yamato something pilgrimage, something shrine pilgrimage. Chase down the culprit who stole the katana. Oh, we've got new people joining us. Okay. Alright. Some familiar faces. Miss Horsey over here. Was she there in the last volume? I can't remember. Oh well. Anyways. Alright. Starting the chapter. Finally! The long-awaited Elbaf. Oh, Luffy's happy because he finally got confirmation that they actually are at Elbaf. This is really Elbaf. We've been wanting to come here for ages. Everything here is so big. Oh, really? Good to know. By the way, do you think Usopp will notice that too? What's on top of that tree? Hey, I heard that this is a country that has always been at war. The strongest country in the world. Is that true? I've never seen this many giants since I was on the ship with Uncle Dory and Broggy. It's amazing. Hey, this is incredible. Hey, I'm talking to you. Holy crap. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Got little pine trees. Look at these. Some wolves. I am the sun god. Carried through the centuries in this land's tales. Don't open your mouth without permission, human. Answer me. What do you think about the situation I'm in? The accursed prince of... Oh, we finally do actually get an introduction box. Okay, why did we not get this last week? Or last chapter? Accursed prince of Elbaf, Loki, world government special bounty. Are you guys ready for this? A freaking whopping 2.6 billion berries. Are you freaking kidding me? Loki could be... Like, he could be a Yonko. 2.6. 2.6. My goodness. Wow. Holy freaking crap. What has he done? 2.6 billion berries. My goodness. Answer me. What do you think about the situation? Oh my goodness, I almost didn't even see Luffy there. Such a small Luffy. What do I think? You're locked up, aren't you? Very wise. But no one wants to be locked up, right? Like anyone else, I'd like to be free too, if possible. And I've been stuck here for 6 years. 6 years. I was like right on the money there, guys. I made a Loki video not too long ago and I literally said 6 to 10 years. 6 years. 6 years? I'm the most powerful being in Elbaf, but this tree here is the kingdom of Warland itself. Oh my goodness, the lore is dropping. This tree here is the kingdom of Warland itself. The Adam Treasure Tree. Oh my goodness. Adam Treasure Tree. You guys, oh my goodness. Wow. Does Frankie know? Do you think Frankie knows? I thought for sure this is gonna be called Yggdrasil. What? What? We've come full circle. Our crew has come full circle. We're back to the land. We're back to the land of the treasure tree Adam. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. These chains are made of sea stone, so they drain my strength and keep me trapped. I need to ask you something, Rod. Oh my goodness. Luffy just got Luffy'd. Luffy just got Luffy'd. It's Luffy. Oh my goodness. Is this another hint? Is this gonna spark Loki is gonna be the next Straw Hat? I can't believe it. Oh, let's make a deal, Luffy. It called him Rody. Very similar to Rodo as well. I wonder whether that's intentional. Wow. You're a pirate too, right? If you unlock these chains and set me free, I'll completely wipe out a pirate crew that you want gone. What do you say? The key should be somewhere in the village. I'm not asking for the impossible. It's like, wait. Luffy's already testing it out. He's saying, does it work? Can I undo it? Oh, I forgot to mention. This is the lower level of Elbaf, known as the Underworld, a place no one dares to approach. Those labeled as criminals are sent here. This land itself serves as both prison and an execution ground. If you dig through the snow here, you'll find a ton of giant and human bones. According to our mythology, this mountain, which has existed for tens of thousands of years, is known as the primordial world. Oh my goodness, the Norse mythology is just clicking right now. A world where the sun has died, you foolish human. I don't know what you came to do on this snowy mountain, but beware of the wild beasts. Oh my goodness, look at them. They're huge. And look at that. What are those chattering? What are those things chattering down below? I can't, let me, some sort of like guards or something. They're all holding up swords. Every snowy mountain has its own master. They've been my friends since I was a kid. This brings back memories. Luffy's just like, this is Rukusaina again. They might not stay quiet if you mess with me. These small fries here are the humans who dared to pick a fight with Elbaf. They're just a bunch of walking corpses clinging onto life, wearing filthy clothes just to avoid being devoured by beasts. Come on, boss, that's a bit harsh. Who's that guy? Can I skin him? Think he's got anything valuable? I don't want to pass out like last time, got it? Who would have thought that Yonko Shanks, the red-haired, would be in a place like this? Shanks came for a visit, did he? Sure. What? You all mentioned... Oh, what? You said Shanks? Wait, what did I miss something? When did suddenly all the beasts fall in love with Luffy? I feel like I've missed something. Okay. If I've missed something, you guys have to let me know. But it seemed like somewhere, at some point, it seems like Luffy has made friends with the beasts. You said Shanks? Like now they're even carrying him. Look at that. They're in love with him. We did, but that's nothing compared to what's going on now. What did he do? Did he tame the mountain lords? Oh my goodness, it happened so quickly that it even escaped my eyes. Oh. Wait a sec. Who's this little guy? Did Shanks come to this place? Are you a friend of the redhead? They're both smiling. Ha! That cowardly pirate? Yeah, he should. Oh no. Oh no. Loki just. He dissed Shanks. He did something that he's never supposed to do. That no man is supposed to do. Like immediately Luffy's like, gear forth. Oh, yeah, Lord Loki! Wait, you idiot! It was just a joke! Huh? Don't say things like that. Even as a joke, Luffy's fired up. Holy freak. I can't move, you moron! I'm gonna kill that joke as soon as I'm out of these chains. If you can't move, then don't piss me off. Next time you say something like that, I'll smash you into this tree. Cut it out, you idiot! Anyway, why did Shanks come here? Why did he come to see you? Did he have some business here? Is he still in Elbaf? Of course I'm not telling you for free. Yeah! Oh no, we're moving away already. Yeah! Wait, everything's shaking. We're gonna die! No way! What? No way! Someone's coming! I don't know who it is, but his whole body's burned like he was struck by lightning. Maybe it's that sun god from within. I knew it. That chubby guy and the warrior lady are coming after him. They're bringing the... Oh my goodness, how funny is that? They're just holding the Sunny. Just holding the Sunny like it's a... Oh, like it's a little toy. What do you mean by the Sunny's here? Guess there's no choice. I'll have to cut them. Zoro just like is just itching. He wants to prove himself after Egghead. Don't! They might be friends of the Masters. We're almost there. Look, the goal's right before us. We've got no choice but to run full speed ahead. It has to be there, the Elbaf village. If they catch up to us, we're done for. Well, of course they're going to catch up to us. Imagine like tiny little human steps versus like giant steps. Even if you are Blackleg Sanji. Warland. We're back to the Warland underworld. Digga-ga-ga-ga. Alright, we got a moose. Good thing we made it just in time. Their meat is a delicacy. I can already see the straw hats smiling. After all, they don't have these up in the forests above. New giant warrior pirates, Captain Harridan. But they're heavy, huh? How are we gonna carry them? New giant warrior pirates, Shipwright Stanson. It's the moose. It's the moose that's the mask for Rodo. So has Rodo also been coming down to the underworld, I wonder? We can't use the splinter because it's snowing. Don't say that. This meat is for those who saved our lives. Harridan's trivia. Harridan was drawn into the plots of... Oh, this is a bit of like a flashback to explaining Harridan's relationship. It would work very well as those sort of trivia epilogues that we get for One Piece episodes in the anime currently. Harridan was drawn into the plots of the ex-warlord Doflamingo in the New World's Dressrosa. He is one of the 7 captains in the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, whose existence was nearly wiped out but was rescued by the Straw Hat Pirates. That's him stuck in Doffy's web. Ooh! See, we did it! We are the new pirates! The giant warriors of Elbaf! What is that? Is that a dinosaur? That can't be a moose. Is that what a moose looks like? That looks like a giant. That looks like a dragon or a dinosaur. I didn't know that moose had tails. And their feet. Why does its feet look like that? The new giant warrior pirates. Self-proclaimed subordinates of the Straw Hat Pirates. Its captain is Harridan, the generation after Dorian Broggy, Cook Goldberg, Dr. Gerd, Shipwright Stanson, and Navigator Rodo. Elbaf's coastal waters. How is it, Robinson? This is my first time cutting a woman's hair. My heart was racing. Though I don't have the heart to race. Oh, yo. Skull joke. Skeleton joke. You don't even have a heart? That's anti-science. You look adorable, Robin. That hairstyle brings back memories. It suits you perfectly. Nice work, Brooke. Oh my goodness, Robin got a haircut. Ah! I love it. Oh my goodness. We've got pre-timeskip Robin back. Oh my goodness, she looks so cute. Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness. Oh. How nostalgic. I am in love. I am in love. It's spot on. Thank you, Brooke. Yo, I'm so glad. Oh, that's the hairstyle you had when you met Saul, right? He'll be happy. I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna end up crying at this reunion. Oh my goodness, Frankie, you and me both. You and me both. That's the hairstyle we knew, Robin. This thing fills my heart. Look, the island. The mist has cleared. Let's land. It's huge. It's the land of the giants. We'll toast as soon as we reach the port. Ooh. Back at Elbaf. It's an emergency. Saul Sensei. He fell and he's not moving. What the... What? No, but the reunion! The reunion! It was gonna be the reunion of the century. What on earth is going on? What the frick is going on? Saul Sensei, he fell and he's not moving. This cannot be the end. This is not the end. What? Ah! Oda, what are you doing? What are you doing to us? Robin just got a haircut. She's ready. We're all ready. Oh man. Oh. Alright, let me come back to the chat. Oh my goodness, I missed a mammoth. It seems like I had missed a mammoth super chat. Tama, I'm so sorry that I missed it while I was reading. You all know that I don't usually read comments while I'm actually reading the chapter. But thank you so freaking much. Wow. Big dubs to, I hope you guys were giving the big dubs to Tama while I was reading. For some reason I can't at you. I don't know why. Oh man. What is gonna happen? I don't understand. I don't understand what is happening. Okay. Let me get this straight. Shanks... Okay, so let me get this straight. They know of the Yonko Shanks. He was here. Was this very recently? It must have been... Or was this 6 years ago? 6 years ago... Huh. Let me get the timeline straight. Sorry, my head is just like all mixed up. I don't know what I've just read. There's so much going on. I think I did. Dr. Preesh, can you put me out? Because I feel like I did miss the part where Luffy beat up Loki's underlings. And okay, Alejandro, sorry, I missed your chat as well. It's a Moosasaurus Rex. I was gonna say that is not a moose. That's a dinosaur. Moose don't have. What is the plural of a moose? I feel like mooses sounds very incorrect. Is it just a moose? Is it a meese? What's the plural of a moose? We don't have moose in Australia, so I don't have to use it all that often. I think it's just still moose, right? It's a Moosasaurus Rex. I love it. Mice? No, meese? I don't think so. Mooses, meese. I think I'm gonna search this up, alright. Plural of moose in English. The plural of moose is the same as the singular moose. It's one of a group of plural nouns in English that are identical to the corresponding singular noun, so it's wrong to write mooses. Okay. Yeah, it's just a herd of moose. Alright. It's just moose. Meese. No. Mice. No. So we've got a Moosasaurus Rex. I have somehow missed. I've missed the chat. I've missed the part where Luffy beat up Loki's crew. It seems like, well, not his crew, but his just his underlings. You know what I mean? Huh. It was Haki. I mean, I'm guessing that it was Haki, but I just like, was the Haki just not drawn, or is there a page missing? Is it just that it happened? Is it supposed to be that it happened so fast that we didn't realize it? Because it's supposed to be like a parallel to when he was training with Rayleigh, right? Like, I understand that. But I'm guessing, so I'm gonna guess as well that it was just a joke. I agree. I'm just gonna have to agree with you, the overactor. It's like a joke, and we just didn't get it because that's when they say like, oh, when did he have the time to do that? But that's pretty funny. It seems like he's already on the, if you go back, he's already on the gorilla's hand when he goes back. So like, he's already done it in the blink of an eye. He's already sort of neutralized them. It's pretty funny. Okay. So he showed up. Huh. It seems like there seems to be a bit of bad blood between Loki and Shanks. So I'm gonna guess that Shanks was part of who tied up Loki. But I find the 6 years very interesting because I was trying to figure out why, how long ago Loki. So I said this when I was reading the chapter, and I don't think I was very clear, and even now my brain is a little like all over the place, so let me just try to walk you through my logic. In a recent video of mine, I discussed Loki, and because I think the Loki that we're witnessing now is very different to the Loki that we thought we were going to be getting introduced to. You know, we thought that he was this really sweet prince who, you know, is a sweet, innocent, romantic at heart, fell in love with Lola at first sight, loved her genuinely, and was mad that Big Mom tried to pass off her identical twin, and then we find out that, you know, he has murdered his own father, he's this trouble, he's the shame of Elbaf. And so I was trying to piece those almost like antithetical, like almost paradoxical portrayals of Loki together. And I was trying to think, okay, so maybe what's happened is that in the past, Loki was a good guy, and something switched in the last whatever so many years that has resulted in Elbaf turning against him. And so I was thinking, okay, so we then have to think about like when it was that this change in Loki's nature happened, and I was just going through the timeline, and part of figuring that out was trying to figure out, okay, when did Lola leave? When was their engagement? Because up until the point of their engagement, their failed engagement, Elbaf still liked Loki enough to be able to be gracious enough to forgive Big Mom, despite what Big Mom did to Elbaf when she was a little girl. And so I thought the clearest way to look at that was like some sort of farewell panel between Lola and Pudding. Back then, it looked like Pudding was like really young, but we didn't know how old she was exactly. But I was going to guess that it would have been like 6 to 10 years ago, based on how old she looked. And so if it was 6 years ago, which is actually the more recent, 6 years ago does 6 years ago does match up with when Shanks became a Yonko. So Alejandro, that's a very good point, because it matches up with when Shanks became a Yonko. Oh no, it's been 8 years now because it was 6 before the time skip. So he came after he became a Yonko. Yeah, because when Garp said it, it would have been 6 years ago. And so that was before the time skip, meaning that it was more recently. The plot line just keeps getting more and more complex, more and more convoluted. That's interesting. So Shanks became a Yonko 8 years ago. No, it wasn't. It wasn't 8 years ago. It is 6 years ago. If you look at chapter 957, which took place post time skip, it is 6 years ago. So because I don't think that's when we found out that he became a I know that the chapter when Garp explains what's happened in the world at the end of, is it Ennius Lobby? I think that's when we find out that Shanks is a Yonko now, but I don't think Garp explains how long ago that happened. I think it's 6 years ago from the current year, not, or like the current timeline, not pre-time skip. So this is based on this chapter, chapter 957, page 13. So can you guys see this one? This is chapter 957. Next, a 6-year member of the Emperor class. So it is, the timeline actually does match up. Interesting. Meaning that Shanks could have become a Yonko because of his defeat of Loki. I mean, Like, he defeated someone with 2.6 billion berry. Huh. But why would Loki have been a threat for the world government? Like, what has he done for him to be a threat of the world government? Like, why was Loki given a 2.6 billion berry bounty? This is crazy. Like, this is absolutely nuts. I mean, I'm loving all of these theories. Duskmania, I'm actually gonna say, so this was based, so my theory actually was that Loki isn't as evil as he's being made out to be currently. So that was what my last video was based on. And I actually hypothesized that Loki, Prince Loki of Elbaf, is based on not just Loki of the Norse mythology, but also of Balder. Prince Balder, who is, as you say, supposed to be, the god of light, or, supposed to be this great shining deity almost. Prince Balder the good, Prince Balder the light. And maybe both King Harold and Loki is going to be based on Balder. But my idea is that the reason why Loki killed Harold wasn't like this vicious evil action, but it's sort of like almost like a family, it's a hereditary tradition, or there's no malice involved. They were just in a duel because Prince Loki knows of his prophecy to be the sun god that brings about the end of the world, and King Harold couldn't accept it, and so they entered this duel as per the Elbathian tradition, but people don't realize that it was a agreed upon duel to the death, and not this malicious act of murder. Anyways, I explained it much more thoroughly in that video, so I do encourage you all to read it. But yeah, I mean, like, if it took all the giants and possibly Shanks to lock him, I mean, yeah, exactly. It's kind of astounding, really. And does that mean that what I'm really interested in is to hear, like, when did Shanks go visit him? Because we know that Shanks was actually at Elbaf not too long ago, right? Just immediately before the events of Egghead, Shanks was at Elbaf. And so when they say, like, when they recognize, because they actually recognize Yonko Shanks. If the first time that they had met him, or if, like, if we know that Shanks wasn't your Yonko until 6 years ago, and Loki's been down here for 6 years as well, it would actually suggest that the last time Shanks was here, when Loki met him before he was locked up, or in the process of getting locked up, Shanks wasn't a Yonko. Whereas, if Shanks visited Loki down in the underworld very recently, when he and the Red-Hair Pirates visited Elbaf just before Egghead, that's why they would recognize and acknowledge him as the Yonko Shanks. So, bit of a timeline. Gotta figure this out. Very interesting. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Just before he faced Kid. My head is. My head is like spinning. And like, how old are these humans? You know, how they recognize him as boss, but he seems to be pretty dismissive of them. You know, how long have they been around? But Loki grew up in the underworld as well. Why was he so like he grew up in the underworld because they always kept him in the underworld because he was too strong? Like, was he almost too much of a threat at all times? And so that also means that if Shanks actually did check up on Loki, after that, did something happen where Loki was managed to sort of get free? Because earlier the giant said, told the Straw Hats that in chapter 1130 that it was after, it was as like Dory and Broggy were leaving for Egghead that Loki, that something happened concerning Loki. This is. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, is this another sort of rebel kid? A rebel prince that they found endearing at first, but as the years have gone by, he's just become too much of a problem. This is interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't know what to make of all of this. But gonna have to think about this a little bit more. Well, I look forward to reading the TCB translation once it's ready, and then I look forward to reading the official translation is ready. But for now, I am going to have to love you and leave you guys because it is I missed my lunchtime and now I'm getting super hungry, so I have to go eat. And then I'm going to decompress and try to read this a little bit more. But thank you to everyone who joined me. Thank you to everyone who has super chatted. Mr. Bipop, I hope you enjoy the TCB translation when it's ready. ZOTV, hope you're enjoying Osaka. Alejandro for telling me about the Mosasaurus Rex. And of course, Tama coming in clutch with the massive super chat. But also to everyone, thank you for joining me on short notice because I kept moving my stream time because I was trying to anticipate when the chapter was going to come out. But I've got lots to think about now, and so do you. So if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you next week for chapter 1132 because it seems like there is no break. Also, I'm loving this idea. Easy Kimai, yes, the world government doesn't want Loki to spread the sun god's name, and so does that mean? But then, does that mean Loki became or was known as a sun god even before he got locked up, and even before he was? I don't know. Look, again, there's so much timeline stuff that I have to figure out, but I do like that idea. I'm gonna have to ponder more about it, and then I'll get back to you. You'll hear it in a video soon. So. Goodbye for now. I shall see you all next week. But sooner if you're subscribed and you watch my videos.